Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena va Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradharana Para Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. Granthira Arambha Kori Mangala Charana Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tine Rasmarana Hoya Vigana Vinashana Anayasa Hoya Nija Vanchita Purana. By remembering the Supreme Lord, the devotees, Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan, the devotees, the Krishna and the spiritual master, automatically all the difficulties are destroyed. And that's a very, very special verse we're going to read today from the Srimad Bhagavatam itself. I shared in the morning also. We're going to dive deep into this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 4, text number 15:15. Thank you, Neeta Mataji, Ruby Mataji, and Deepika Mataji for joining. Let's explore this verse. Yat kirtanam yat smaranam yat ikshanam yat vandanam yat shravanam yat arnam lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha. Yat kirtanam yat smaranam Yat kirtanam yat smaranam yat ikshanam yad vandanam yat shravanam yat aharnam lokasya sadhyo vidhanoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto all auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrances, audience, prayers, hearing, and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all the sins of the performer. Such a beautiful verse. Maybe one or two of you would like to recite, and then we'll read the purport. Anyone is feeling inspired to recite? Yes, Ruby Mataji, you want to try?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then with Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, shall I read the translation?
And you can recite the verse once, and then
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna devotee Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yat Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Yadikshanam, Yad Bandanam, Yat Shravanam, Yad Arhanam, Lokasya Sadhyo Vidyuneti Kalmasam, Tasmei Subhadra Sravase, Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. So it's a small purport. We'll read it. Yes, you can read the purport now.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. The sublime form of religious performance to free oneself from all reactions of sins is suggested herein by the greatest authority, Sri Sukadev Goswami. Kirtanam or glorifying the Lord can be performed in very many ways, such as remembering visiting temples to see the deity, offering prayers in front of the Lord, and hearing recitation of glorification of the Lord mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Kirtanam can be performed both by singing the glories of the Lord in accompaniment with melodious music and by recitation of scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. The devotees need not be disappointed in the physical absence of the Lord, though they may think of not being associated with Him. The devotional process of chanting, hearing, remembering, etc., either all or some of them, or even one of them, can give us the desired result of associating with the Lord by discharging the transcendental loving service of the Lord in the above manner. Even the very sound of the holy name of Lord Krishna or Rama can at once surcharge the atmosphere spiritually. We must know definitely that the Lord is present wherever such pure transcendental service is performed, and thus the performer of offenseless kirtanam has positive association with the Lord. Similarly, remembrance and prayers also can give us the desired result if they are properly done under expert guidance. One should not conquered forms of devotional service. One may worship the form of the Lord in a temple, or one may impersonally offer the Lord devotional prayers in a mosque or church. One is sure to get free from the reactions of sins provided one is very careful about not committing sins willingly in expectation of getting free from the reactions by worshipping in the temple or by offering prayers in the church. This mentality of committing sins willfully on the strength of devotional service is called namno balat yasya hi papa buddhihi, and it is the greatest offense in the discharge of devotional service. Hearing, therefore, is essential in order to keep oneself strictly on guard against such pitfalls of sins, and in order to give special stress to the hearing process, the Goswami invokes all auspicious fortune in this matter. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So let's take what Srila Shukdev Goswami is speaking in this verse. Anything, we'll just write some reflections or something struck you from the Srimad Bhagavatam, the verse we just read, 2.4.15. Anyone wants to share a comment or something struck you from here? What did we just read?
Kirtanam Smaranam.
Okay. You want to complete the sentence? Kirtanam Smaranam. Okay, let's go back once more time since some of you joined halfway, and let's try to memorize. It's a beautiful verse also. We all know or have heard about the 9 limbs of bhakti: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Padasevanam. So here also we see in many verses in Bhagavatam and Gita, those verses, those limbs come either in singular or plural. So here we see what are the limbs coming? Kirtanam. To glorify the Lord through chanting of the holy names, through congregational chanting, individual chanting, japa, or through glorifying through verses, right? Smaranam is what? Remembering the Lord, remembering the pastimes of the Lord, remembering the Leela Sthalis. You went to a holy place, you're remembering the deity form of the Lord. Ikshanam, audience. What does that mean? That if we basically hear, or we are in that association, in short, right, of devotees of the Supreme Lord, of a holy place, right, to Sangha. Yat vandanam, prayers, offering prayers. Yat shravanam, hearing. Yat aharanam. What does aharanam mean? Worshipping. So what are the 6 points here? Kirtanam, Smaranam, Ikshanam, Vandanam, Shravanam, and Aharanam. Okay? So let's take a... Everyone good with the 6 points? What are the 6 points? And let's see if we can recall the Sanskrit also.
Kirtanam.
Yat Kirtanam, very good.
Varanam.
Yat Smaranam, very nice.
Yakshanam.
Uh-huh.
Ikshanam.
Yat Ikshanam, audience, Ikshanam, audience or Sangha.
Vandanam. Vandanam.
Yad Vandanam, very nice. 5th.
Shravanam.
Yat Shravanam.
Arhanam.
Yat Aharanam. Okay, so now who's going to tell the 6 with the word yat?
Yat Kirtanam. Yat Saranam. Yat Ikshanam.
Ikshanam, Archanam, Ikshanam.
Yat Vandanam.
Yat Shravanam.
Yat Arhanam.
And Aharanam, yes. Okay, so in short, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, or Shukdev Goswami is mentioning, that if anyone does that, what will happen? Lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti kalmasham. Kalmash ko chaknachur. It destroys the kalmasham. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu. All the impurities are immediately destroyed. Of whom? Of all the people, not just pure souls, not just some babas, not just some who, like immediately sadhyo, vidhunoti kalmasham. Of anyone who takes to this process. Tasmai Subhadra, the Lord, Tasmai, therefore, unto him, what we do? Subhadra, the Lord who is all auspicious. Namo Namaha. I offer my prostrated, respectful obeisance to all. Auspicious, Subhadra. Who is that? Lord Shri Krishna. About whom? Glorification. Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Ikshanam, Yad, who's going to complete? The other way now. Highlight it.
Yat
Vandanam. Yat.
Yat Vandanam Yat Shravanam Yat Arhanam Aharanam.
Aranam. At once cleanses. What's the Sanskrit here? Vidunoti kalmasham. Vidunoti kalmasham. Of all the sins of the performer. Lokasya sadhya. So, in short, anyone who takes to the message of Lord Shri Krishna. How? By there are multiple ways, but here 6. What are the 6 ways? Kirtanam, right?
Shravanam.
Smaranam.
Smaranam, very good. Number 3.
Ikshanam
Yat Ikshanam.
Ikshanam. What is Ikshanam?
Audience.
Audience.
Audience. So more like, how do we say? Sangha.
Associate.
Audience, Sangha. Association, yes. So Kirtanam, Shravanam, Smaranam. Sorry, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Ikshanam,
Vandanam.
Vandanam,
Shravanam.
Shravanam, very good. And last, number 6,
Dasyam.
Arhanam.
Aranam.
Arhanam.
Okay. With these process, if someone engages, lokasya sadhyo vidunoti kalmasham, of anyone who engages, of the performer, vidunoti kalmasham, kalmash destroyed. Tasmai Subhadra. Here Subhadra is not referring to the Subhadra Devi, the sister of Krishna, but here Subhadra refers to who is all auspicious. Subhadra. Su means good, Bhadra, auspicious, all auspicious. Unto him, unto that Supreme Lord, I offered Shravase Namo Namaha. Easy? Now everyone got the verse, right? Now it will become very easy to recite. Okay, who wants to recite the verse? Anyone wants to try?
Can I approach you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, pranam. Just Srila Prabhupada. Sorry, Prabhuji, I joined in between, but I'd like to recite it. Yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yat ikshanam, yat vandanam, yat shravanam, yat arhanam. Lokasya sadyo vidyunoti kalmasham. Tasmai subhadrasravisi namo namaha. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yad, thank you, Kant Prabhu. Yad kirtanam, yad smaranam, yad ikshanam, yad vandanam, yad shravanam, yad aranam. Lokasya sadyo vidunoti kalmasham. Tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha.
Yat Kirtan Smaranam.
Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam. Hare Krishna everyone. Yat Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Ikshanam, Yad Vandanam, Yat Shravanam, Yad Arhanam, Lokasya Sadyo Vidhunoti Kalmasham, Tasmai Shubhadra Shravase Namo Nama. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Okay, now the tough part. Anyone wants to try without seeing? Please try. It'll help you. We'll help each other. Okay, just I'll show one more time. Did everyone get this word? Actually, forthwith. What is the meaning of forthwith? Actually, I didn't know either. So I searched. I thought I was the only one. But, immediately, without delay. Tatshana, this word, right? So, lokasya vidunoti kalmasham. Shana, immediately, without delay, it will destroy what? Of anyone, loka. This is the sixth vibhakti is used. Lokasya, of the people who perform, who do all these things. Immediately, what will be destroyed? Vidunoti kalmasham. Unto that Supreme Lord, I offer my humble obeisance. Okay. So now let's try to divide like line by line. First two lines talk about the three processes. Kirtanam, yat smaranam, yadikshanam,
Yat
yad vandanam, yad shravanam, yad arnanam. Look, lokasya sadhyo vidunoti kalmasham. It destroys immediately all the kalmash, all the impurities, all the sins. What is of that pure Lord, that all auspicious Lord, I offer my humble obeisance. Anyone wants to try?
Tasmai Sribhadra Sravase Namah.
Very nice, Vijay Mataji. Thank you.
Yat
Anyone else?
Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Ikshanam, Yad Vandanam, Yat Sravanam, Yad Arhanam, Lokasya Stado, Vidyunoti Kalmasha, Tasmai Subhadrasya Namah Namah.
It's nice. Very nice. Anyone else wants to try?
I can try Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. All of you are like memory kind of masters. So quickly.
You can try. Yakirtanam yasmaranam yatikshanam yadvandanam yad shravanam yad arhanam lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha.
Yes, continue with the same meter. Lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti kalmasham. Right? The first two lines you sang, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So this beautiful verse reminds us that if we engage in any of the devotional services, here 6 are mentioned, doing kirtan, remembering the Lord, taking association of Krishna, devotees, Guru, Vandanam, offering prayers, Shravanam, hearing, Arnam, worshipping, what will happen? Immediately all the impurities will be destroyed. Why? Because the Lord is all auspicious, the Lord is all pure. We may be of any background. Shuchi hoy, muchi hoy, muchi hoy, shuchi hoy, ye Krishna bhaje. Shuchi hoy, muchi hoy, ye Krishna tyaje. Jo muchi means unclean, shuchi means clean or pure. An unclean or impure person will become pure by bhajan, Bhajan here refers to everything, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, etc. And the person who gives up bhajan, ya Krishna tyaje, one who gives up Krishna, even though one may be born in a high-class Brahmana family, one may be taking bath with cold water or whatnot, and but still that person will become impure because that person is not in contact with Sri Krishna. So let's see some points from the purport again. Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that all of these processes of devotional service are so pure that even either all of them, some of them, or even one of them, right, can give us the desired result of associating with the Supreme Lord by discharging transcendental devotional service. So any one of the process, what is the goal of all these processes? to rekindle our lost love for Krishna. The goal of kirtan, the goal of smaranam, the goal of worship. What is the goal of all these processes? Is to revive our dormant love for God. And we have to always remember, what is the goal? Why am I doing kirtan? Because sometimes we may be doing kirtan, but instead of glorification of the Lord, we may be glorifying ourselves. Sometimes we may be doing arati or puja, ikshanam, aharanam, but we may have desire, okay, people should see how nicely I perform arati. Or sometimes we may be doing vandanam, offering prayers, but we may be boasting about, oh, I am a scholar, I know more verses. Let me show them, oh, I know this verse from Gita, I know this verse, I know this prayer from Bhagavatam. So the goal, if done with the right intent, will give us the desired result, which is removal of all the impurities and bhaktir utpadyate pumsa. The devotional service will certainly rekindle in that person's heart. But one, as Prabhupada is cautioning, one should not commit sins willfully. There are a lot of aparadhas in any service, like dham aparad, nam aparad, seva aparad, guru aparad, vaishnava aparad. We should be careful and not willfully commit sins. Accidentally, unknowingly, sometimes mistakes may happen, but a humble person will always be watchful and on guard, and if accidental mistakes happen, they'll humbly apologize. But if you're not careful, not aware, then we'll be caught off guard, and then familiarity breeds contempt. So you have to be always very, very careful. So any thoughts, comments from this verse?
Prabhuji, one quick question, maybe. Sorry, when you say aparad, is it just like bossing themselves is also treated as an aparad, or is it something like, when we say sometimes, when we go to Alachua, the Kirtaniyas are amazing, right, as we all know. So we are saying then they are very good, and we say, okay, yeah, I want to be like, we have to aspire them. Want to aspire, at least myself, when somebody is playing beautiful mitanga or something, I want to say like, okay, I want to play like them, or aspiring to be playing like them. But at the same time, why only him? Why not me? Kind of a situation will also treat it as a problem.
Aparad, or I think that's maybe like some kind of jealousy or something, like, okay, why is only he playing such nice mridanga,
Yeah,
kartal, right?
right.
So yeah, I mean, we all have envy to different degrees. You have the right consciousness, therefore Krishna is alerting, right? Krishna is alerting. Therefore, we should immediately kind of, no one can say, oh, they're free from envy, right? Envy is the last of the kind of vices to go. We may all have in different degrees. I mean, not may, we have in different degrees. So it's good that the Paramatma within this is giving a signal, oh, this is not healthy thought, right? Even if we get such a thought, we should think, why am I thinking? Is my goal to get name fame by playing mridanga or kartal or singing? What is my goal? To please Krishna? Is my goal to, sometimes His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj was saying that people, in for kirtan, they give like bribe to, oh, my slot should be this, my slot should be that one where most people are present. The slot where less people are present, because how will, well, are you singing for Guru Krishna? Are you singing to please Guru Krishna, or are we singing so that more people can hear that Shubh Govind Das was singing, therefore they should give more glorification to? So we have to watch ourselves. We have to watch, Bhakti is very, very deep, and Maya may find ways in spiritual life to trick us like these. So we have to be careful, right? That doesn't mean that we should not aspire. Okay, since pride may come if I play mridanga, I'll not even try to learn mridanga, right? Okay, that's not the meaning. Okay, if I cook nicely for Krishna, then people will say, oh, what a wonderful kheer you made. Therefore, I'll not even make a nice kheer, and no one will glorify me. That's other extreme. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, when the eye has cataract, we don't remove the eye, we remove the cataract. Right?
Yeah.
Cataract is the problem. Eye is not the problem. So desire to play mridanga is not the problem, but maybe the desire to get name, fame, followers, or self glorification, that is unhealthy.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Rajvihari Prabhu recently came in and he said, we are so much in the I space, right? And it's hard to get from I space to Krishna space. But we have to try. Therefore, we are reading, we are hearing, we are chanting. And these prayers, Bhagavatam, helps us to get from I space to Krishna space. And we pray to Krishna, Krishna, I have this shortcoming. You please help me to uproot these impure thoughts, desires I may have, so I can serve you purely. Any more thoughts, comments, additions anyone has?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, the Arhanam, that word and Archanam is the same, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Arhanam here, there are a lot of words used for worship, like Ijja, Archana, Arna, Puja. So yes, that's the meaning here. Worshipping the Lord, deity worship. Any other thoughts, comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. For
Yes.
Ikshanam, what would be the example? I'm a little bit confused between Ikshanam and Shravanam.
Shravanam, I think, is quite clear, right? Hearing. This
Yeah.
is a very, very and Srila Prabhupada also mentions at the very bottom, special stress to hearing process. So special stress should be given to the hearing process. Bhakti begins with Shravanam. And how does it happen? It happens in the association of Lord and his devotees. So audience of the Lord, right? Prayers about the Lord, hearing about the Lord. Yat aharanam. So how can you can think of like going to holy places, right? You are in, let's say, Vrindavan Dham. It's Krishna's land. You are having an audience with Krishna. You're going to a holy temple, ISKCON temple. Krishna is present, is Vrindavan. Just seeing the beautiful form of the Lord. You are doing Ikshanam, right? He is the supreme hero, and you are having his merciful, you are able to see his merciful darshan, his lotus feet, right? It also refers to glances, right? Glancing upon the Lord, right? In many, many verses, I see the word ikshanam refers to glances, right? Or to see the beautiful form of the Lord, right? And basically that means audience, like face to face. It could also mean for the devotees. It could also mean for the holy dham. Like you're seeing Giriraj. Now, seeing Giriraj is not just seeing any stone. Just being in the temple, meditating, or seeing Yad Ikshanam, seeing the form of the Lord, destroys. Lokasya sadhyo vidunoti kalmasham. Just by the glances. That's the power of Yad Ikshanam. Seeing Tulsi Devi. The 9 ways to worship Tulsi Devi just by seeing her is also one way to worship, like seeing, watering, touching, parikrama, puja, etc. One way is to just see Tulsi. Darshane pavitra karo e tumhara guna. What to speak of the seeing the Lord, seeing a pure Vaishnava, one becomes purified. Just by sitting close to them, we get purified. Sitting close to Bhagavatam will get purified. Even if we don't open the book, what to speak of one reading the book. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada says if one has Gita and Bhagavatam at home, the home will be surcharged with the spiritual transcendental vibrations. Just by having what to speak of, one starts reading them. Yeah, Ikshanam, audience. Is it okay, Mat?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, let's do a quick memory check. Okay, who can at least say the word paraphrased in English? Raise your hand if you can say the verse in English. Not word to word, but paraphrase in your own language. No one? Someone? Anyone? Everyone? Okay, who would like to try? Okay.
Prabhuji, when you say paraphrase, it's just like the meaning of the verse, Prabhu?
Yeah, what we read basically. Like verbatim means as is, like one word after the other, but paraphrase means like you are basically telling the translation in your English, plain English language.
Correct.
You want to try? Yeah, please try.
Maybe I have to see one more time, Prabhu, but let me try without seeing anything.
Sure.
So we have to Kirtanam, praise, hearing it and remembering it.
Krishna. Krishna.
Krishna.
We use him or the Supreme
Krishna.
Lord.
Yes, Krishna. Remembering him. And what Shravanam, Sharanam. And I forgot the one word. Just no matter, yes, Ikshanam. Ikshanam. And then we have by hearing all these and by performing all these, all the sins will diminish immediately. That's what I understood. So maybe I'm missing something, but at least that's.
Let me offer my respectful obeisance. We can offer this prayer every day, right? Such a beautiful prayer. Let me offer my pranams, my respects unto the all pure Lord, Subhadra, all pure Lord. Just by glorifying him, the 6 verbs, glorifying him, remembering him, audience of him, then hearing about him, right? Offering prayers to him, offering worship. If anyone who does these will immediately Lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti, all the impurities will be destroyed if anyone does any of these 6 activities, offers it to the Supreme, all pure Lord Krishna, and to that Supreme Lord I offer my respectful obeisance. Okay, now let's see who remembers the Sanskrit. Who would like to try? The hands are up. Anita Mataji wants to try Sanskrit.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Kirtanam, Smaranam, Ikshanam, Vandanam, Shravanam, Arhanam, ठीक है, लोकस्य सद्यो विदुनोति कल्मषा तस्मै
Subhadra.
सुभद्रा श्रवसे नमो नमः.
Wonderful. And you can add the word yat. Yat kirtanam yat smaranam yadikshanam yad vandanam yad shravanam yad arnanam lokasya sadyo vidhunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha. How many of you would like to offer this every day for at least next 1 or 2 weeks? Beautiful prayer. Ruby Mataji, want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yat kirtanam, yat sravanam, yadikshanam, yad vandanam, yad shravanam, yadharanam. Lokasya sadyo vidhunat kalmasham tasme subhadra sravase namo namaha.
Excellent. Oh, looks like Shrima Mataji also wants to recite. Please go ahead.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yakirtanam yat asmaranam yadikshanam yadvandanam yad shravanam yad arpanam lokasya sadyo vidhunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravase namo namaha.
Wonderful. Excellent. So, I hope now you see how we give audience to the verse, right? We give audience to the verse and we feel a connection, right? Like it was a stranger to us, is it not? Maybe before the class. But now don't you feel close with the verse, right? How many of you feel like, okay, now it's my verse, right? Now it's close to my heart. Earlier, I didn't know which chapter, which canto, what does it mean? Maybe I had not even heard. Maybe the words were very difficult. But now I feel like friends. Do you feel like that? Anyone? Now we are close,
Yes, Prabhuji.
right? That happens when we spend, this live example of Ikshanam. And when we're doing that, we're not thinking about office stress, work stress, project stress, this stress, that stress. That's the live example. Lokasya sadhyo vidhunoti kalmasham. Right? Immediately, all the stress, all the impurities, all the doubts, all the sins are destroyed. This is because Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. And in this process, if you think about like what are we doing? Are we doing Kirtanam right now? Yes or no? What do you say?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, because we are glorifying whom? Some Hollywood star, Bollywood star, cricketer, footballer? No, we're talking about the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is Kirtanam. What about the next step? Kirtanam, Smaranam. We are remembering, right? We're remembering Krishna. We're remembering the beautiful pastime, the form of the Lord, the verse, Bhagavatam. Ikshanam, we are close to Bhagavatam, right? We are doing audience of Bhagavatam. Vandanam, beautiful prayer. We are doing Vandan. We're trying to memorize, learn, and apply. Shravanam, hearing. Aharanam, and Aharanam, basically, attentive hearing of Bhagavatam is worshipping Bhagavatam, right? Attentive hearing of Bhagavatam, someone may take agarbatti and do the offer to the book, very nice. Offer flowers to the book, very nice. But they never open the book. Will Bhagavatam be more pleased with them? Or someone may not offer flowers and dhupa, deepa, etc., but opening the book, reading every day. That's much better worship of Bhagavatam. So we're doing Haranam as well. Okay. Any questions, comments, thoughts? Every day we go, or most days we go overtime. So I
Prabhuji,
guess,
I had a question.
yes, Mataji.
So the line that said, Lokasya Sadhya Vidhunoti Kalmasham. So I was thinking that everyone has different amount of baggage of past karma that they have to suffer. So it said immediately it's removed, but I feel because everyone's baggage is different amounts, does Krishna remove them immediately, or does the baggage become lighter and Krishna gives courage to bear the suffering?
I didn't hear the last line. Everyone has different baggage, sins, etc. Okay. What was the last?
So it's So it said it's removed, but does that mean that Krishna gives courage to bear everyone their baggage, and the baggage becomes lighter, something like that?
Immediately it's removed. It's a, it's like we have heard so many times about one chanting of the holy name can remove millions and millions of sins which we can't even think of committing. Now, how do we understand? Is it an exaggeration? It's not an exaggeration. It's basically like we have to understand how powerful it is, right? If done purely. So we should aspire to do it purely. And one, Prabhupada said that one pure holy name is sufficient, right? But we are sadhakas struggling, right? So anything we do, as we were discussing yesterday or day before, whatever we are doing, chanting, reading, hearing, shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam, ikshanam, aharanam, there are a lot of shortcomings there. So purification is happening, right? Absolutely, it's happening. It is happening, there is no doubt. And if one is sincere, one can see year over year, one can see the changes in oneself. And if one is not seeing the changes, like if you take the medicine, the effect has to come. So if one is not seeing that, then that means there is something wrong with the practitioner, because the medicine is pure, holy name is pure, Bhagavatam is pure, Gita is pure. So the point is, as we see in the life of Ajamil also, right? He was indirectly calling out Narayana, right? But still the Lord came. So the Lord is basically encouraging us that by somehow or the other, if you take to the process of bhakti, you're struggling, you're suffering in this material world, take to this path, and all your, impurities will be destroyed. You take shelter of me, I'll forgive you. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vrajaham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shuchah. So Krishna says this. Now, how soon will it happen? One devotee answered, sooner than we deserve, but later than we expect. Right? Sooner than we deserve, later than we expect. There's a deep meaning. So in short, we should not expect, hey, I've been chanting for 5 years. Why? We need to say, okay, I need to purify more. You know, my impurities are very, very deeply rooted. So, but it's working. It's working. If someone is sincerely doing this, absolutely this process works. I mean, there is so many proofs. It is a very like tested process. So in the Shastras and in the contemporary situations also, so many examples are there. So many examples. As we were discussing the other day, Prabhupada's followers, they were not very high class brahmanas or pure devotees. They were all into wrong things, most of them, like intoxication, illicit affairs, drugs, alcohol, gambling, etc., etc. They became pure Vaishnavas, gave up all the wrong habits, all the sins destroyed by rendering this process. Ajamil example, Valmiki's example, Mrigari's example, right? So many examples are there in the Shastra. Does that help, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, one small observation. I was just reciting, just remembering the verse. I feel like this is like a summary verse that what we have to remember, right? Like a falashruti, right, Prabhuji? Like at the end, they will say, if you do all these things, you'll get this benefit. So, I think the third line in the verse tells that immediately the bad immediately all the kalmashas will go away. So I was just remembering. I wanted to share that.
Beautiful. That's a very thoughtful. Yeah, sometimes these verses are shared in the beginning, like to basically promote attentive hearing. And Srimad Bhagavatam also does that. Many Bhagavatam speakers do that. Before they begin the class, they tell about the glories of hearing. And sometimes it is done at the end. I personally like at the beginning because, okay, if anyone hears this pastime, they'll be free from all these impurities. Okay, better I hear it now because I have all those impurities. Right. So, thoughtful comment.
Yeah, I mean that's true, right? Prabhuji? It's like until unless person like me know the benefit, I don't pay attention to it. Attention to details will be missing if I'm not knowing what I'm getting at. So it's very. I think as you said, it's a very intelligent way from our from our from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavatam. Sorry, that okay, you get this benefit if you do all these things. Aspiration, right? Oh, it's a very thoughtful comment. Thank you, Prabhupada.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's recite it. Sorry, yes, Mata, please.
Prabhuji, can I, maybe you discussed, but I missed. Prabhuji, usually in Bhagavatam, it's another verse. It says, Shravanam, first Shravanam, then Kirtanam. Always hearing, then Kirtanam. So here Kirtanam is first, and here hearing, and the fifth one is hearing, Prabhuji. So is that Srila Shuta Goswami that way he prays to Lord, or like always we see like Shravanam, then Kirtanam, then Svaranam. So here Kirtanam is the first one. So how as a devotee or like will interpret this, Prabhuji? Then,
Yes, in the 9 limbs of bhakti, where Prahlad Maharaj speaks about, it begins with Shravanam. And many verses say about Shravanadijal, right? So I think the idea is here, the idea is not like literal that one limb is more important and others are less. I mean, we have to see the scriptures in a holistic way, right? They are not marked here in the descending order or high to low. As we note here, Srila Prabhupada is clearly mentioning, very, very clearly mentioning devotional service of chanting, hearing, remembering, etc. Either all or some or even one of them can give us the desired result of associating with the Lord. So it's not that, so one has to see for oneself, right? One has to, bhakti is not like a one size, there's a lot of like variegatedness in the path of bhakti. Someone, yes, we have to follow what the acharyas have given, but within that there is a lot of room for individuality, right? Like someone likes to read scriptures more. Wonderful. Who is stopping? Someone likes to chant holy names more. Wonderful. Who is stopping? But yes, we should aspire to chant at least 16 rounds. We should aspire to read some scriptures every day, 5-10 minutes at least. We should not offend devotees for sure, right? They're like some pillars, but within that there is like a lot of flexibility also. Someone likes to distribute books, someone likes to make garlands, someone likes to cook. All are wonderful. Someone likes to just be in the temple and take darshan of deities. Wonderful. Someone likes to speak Harikatha. Wonderful. Someone likes to chant. Someone likes to play mridanga. Excellent. All are great. Someone likes to do cow service. Someone likes to milk the cow. Someone likes to feed the cow. Someone likes to do some farming. So as you see, there is a lot of room for individuality, and a person must try to understand his or her nature, their nature, their aspirations, their desires, and how to dovetail them in the service of the Lord under the guidance of Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. And if we holistically see, yes, Prabhupada gives a lot of emphasis on Shravanam. Anywhere the word Shravanam comes, you will see Prabhupada is giving a lot of emphasis. Lot of emphasis because that's the most important. That's the first limb. First ears, even in the child in the womb, the child can hear. In the night, we can hear. You can't see, you can't. In order to give special stress to the hearing process, the Goswami invokes all auspicious fortune in this matter.
Yes.
So, what is Srimad Bhagavatam? Again, hearing. So, there's no like ascending, descending, just to kind of recap here. All are very, very important. Shravanam is the most important. Sangha is very, very important. But there is room for individuality here. Is it okay, Mata?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think it's time. Any other quick thoughts or before we wrap up? Okay, I just want to recite maybe like 1 or 2 times. If anyone has not recited the verse yet, either seeing or through memory, this is your turn. Anyone?
Hare
Yes.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Deepika Mataji, please.
Yat kirtanam yat smaranam yat dikshanam yat vandanam yat shravanam yat aharanam lokasya sadhyo vidunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadra shravashe namo namah.
Wonderful.
Prabhuji, there are 6 things: glorifying, remembering, being audience, prayer, hearing, and attentive hearing. So, how can we maintain a proper spirit of these devotional services to please our Lord Krishna?
How can we say that
How
again?
can we maintain a proper spirit of these devotional services? I mean, glorifying, remembering, or being audience, prayer,
I mean, do we have to do all these 6 things regularly, or we can stick to one only or two?
That's a very, very thoughtful question. And you know what? We are Kali Yuga Jivas. Attention span is what? Very limited. You tell a child, hey, study maths whole day. Will they like it?
No.
You tell the child, okay, you study physics whole day. Will they like it?
No.
Because the mind is so fickle, they want to variety.
Right.
Hmm? So therefore, there is a lot of variegatedness in bhakti also. And our acharyas know this very well, right? Therefore, if you carefully observe the morning program, it begins with what? Offering prayers, right? We get up, offer prayers, right? Cleans our body, right?
Right.
Chant some prayers. Then Mangalarati. Take darshan of the deities. We're doing darshan, we're doing audience. So multiple things. It's like right now, as I shared, we are doing multiple things. We are doing association, audience, you're taking darshan of the deities, but some of the pujaris offering worship, aharanam, and you're also getting the benefit of aharanam. You're also chanting the Guru Puja or the Sansar Dava prayers, Mangalarti. Kirtan is going on, which is glorification of the Lord, glorification of the Guru. So if you carefully observe, like during the Kirtan also, all the limbs are happening. What are we doing? We're glorifying. We are doing audience of the Lord. Krishna is personally Vyatgayanti Mad Bhakta Tatra Tishtami Narada. Krishna is present. We're doing Arati. Multiple things are happening. What is Mata Yashoda doing while cooking for Krishna? Yani yani ya gitani tad bal charitani yad tadi nirmanthane kale smaranti tani agayata. माता यशोदा क्या कर रही? दो दधि मंथन करने, अभी दामोदर लीला आ रही है दोबारा से. देन दधि निर्मंथन करते, दधि माखन बनाते समय भी शी इज रिमेम्बरिंग एंड सिंगिंग अबाउट कृष्णा. So we all can do that. We all have to do work, cooking, taking care of kids. You're taking your child to the school. Maybe chant some verses with them. Ask them what they like about Krishna. Ask them to pray something. Right? So the whole day can become Krishna conscious through different activities. It's not that, okay, chanting ban, now I will do vandanam. Okay, now I'll do smaranam. Now I'll do ikshanam. Right? It's kind of embedded here, right?
Right.
When we are having a program, we see we are having almost every limb. Sangha, Sadhu Sangha is happening, Katha is happening, Kirtan is happening, glorification is happening. We are remembering, we are honoring Krishna Prasad. We are chanting some prayers, some bhajans, right? Doing Vandanam, Pad Sevanam, offering some flowers, incense, etc. Worship is going on. So Prabhupada is given like it's a brilliant formula for all of us, to all of us. So we can do all these limbs in a very, very easy and practical way. Does that help, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Baswati Mataji wants to recite and then we will stop for the day.
यत् कीर्तनं यत् स्वरणं यदीक्षणं यद् बन्दनं यत् श्रवणं यद् अर्हणं लोकोऽस्य सद्यो विदुनोति कल्मषं तस्मै सुभद्रा श्रवसे नमो नमः.
Tasmai Shubhadra Shravase Namaha. 2.4.15. Okay. So I'll share this verse in the group also. Everyone, please try to remember, please try to memorize and offer it daily for a week, and then you'll see you'll have a very close connection with this verse. It will become your friend, it will become your guide, it will become your driver, it will become your, inspiration, it will become your mentor. So many ways this verse, helps us because it's non-different from Krishna. So thank you again. Hare Krishna. We'll continue tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj
Hare
Babu
Krishna,
ki
Prabhuji.
jai.
Hare
So
Krishna.
you all
Thank
go
you,
to rest.
Prabhuji.